What's happening in the Chamber of Commerce there? Are they living there close enough that they can just visit those properties frequently? Or is it an expensive first class flight that you, by the way, will be paying for every time they want to make a visit?
Yeah, the miscellaneous line items, first class. We got to come out once a week, man. It's really
Right.
important. All right. Financial readiness before you invest in real estate. So tell me what that means to you, Sandhya.
What that means to me is that I don't want someone putting the last 50K that they have saved up in one of my deals. I think they need a rainy day fund. They need to have at least 6 months of living expenses. They should not be betting on this money coming back to them within 2 years. Like I had a friend who said his kid is graduating from high school and is going to college in like 2027. Will I get my money back? I said, I don't know if you will. It may not be the best time to sell. We don't know what the economy will do. So be prepared for your money to be illiquid and don't really count on cash flow being, given to you every quarter, every month. Don't depend on it, right? Just kind of let it sit, let it ride. It's like buy real estate and wait. So be okay with the wait part and don't depend on this money anytime. If they say 5 years, hey, plan for 7, 8 years, right? Because if the economy is like what it has been in the past year, those were not the greatest times to sell a deal. So they may end up holding it longer. So be prepared, be financially stable.
And when you look at other types of investments, right, you have a background in the stock market. There's obviously a million different ways to trade stocks, right? There's also a lot of different ways to trade real estate.
Yep.
The space that you're in is large, multi-family apartment deals, right? And you're taking down these assets, preferably under the market, forcing appreciation and holding them for an extended amount of time, depending on what the market is showing, et cetera, and what your guys' exit plan is. Now, what would you recommend, or what would be a thought process for someone that maybe has 50,000 and wants to turn that over into 100,000, but might need that money in a year or two? Do you have another suggestion as opposed to, hey, just keep adding to your cap stack until you get to a better position and then you should invest in, multifamily? Or maybe you should start as a flipper, but then you have to be an operator, and that's a very, very tough thing to be doing when you have a W-2 job. Or maybe look at another type of investment like stocks, et cetera. Or would you just say, what are your thoughts on that?
So I'm not a financial advisor. I definitely want to say that. But if it was up to me and my total income at that time was 50K available to invest, shall we say, I've got my rainy day fund, everything figured out. So this 50K is available to invest and I want to double it in a couple of years. I would go deep into one category, one asset class, whether that's stocks for liquidity, which I highly recommend studying stocks. It's not a gamble. If you study them and you understand how they work, yes, you can make money in them. And then with real estate, I think a flip is obviously a shorter term, but you've got to understand, I'm not a construction expert to really assess the cost of doing a flip or the pain factor. But I would partner with someone like my high school buddy, a college friend, somebody you trust, my neighbor, etc., and be able to visit this flip property. And then I would help them fund it, right? And learn the process as well, whenever possible. If I work weekdays, I'm going to go that Saturday, or I'm going to take a lunch break, etc., and also get educated. So in that 6 months that this flip is going on, I would learn it so that I can be more on the driver's seat, be a decision maker, etc., in a future flip. But I would only work with somebody I know, like, and trust, but also with a deal where I can maybe get a first lien position and I really understand my real estate. So whatever asset you pick, you must understand it before you invest hard-earned money into it.